Hey everybody, it's Mike from Uncle Mike Outdoors, Mike Dernberger on YouTube. It's just about the end of August here in Wisconsin, and I'm in my greenhouse, and I've got a couple worm bins in my greenhouse, and I feed them my own blend of worm chow, which I'm going to start selling. I just want to show you some of my worm bins, and you can see what kind of action the worms are doing on this worm feed. So let's take a look. So here I got this old galvanized tub on top of another tub. And yesterday I filled this entire side up right here with this worm chow that I got here, which is a blend of corn, ground corn, minerals, alfalfa meal, some sand, limestone, wheat bran, a couple other good things I put in there, and I'm not going to tell because I want to sell it. But if you take a look at this worm bin, take a look at how concentrated and full these worms are. Okay, they're growing. Okay, they're growing. These are all bed run when I got them, and they're a mix of Euros and red worms. And you know, this whole bin is just full of globs of worm. If you dig down, I mean, you're just getting handfuls, probably a half pound at a time of just solid mass of worms. So my worm chow, what I found is that I sprinkle it on the top, and obviously the worms break it down, but the bacteria in the bedding helps break it down so the worms can actually use it in a usable form and eat it. And they're going through this like crazy. And everywhere I pick up, you got this big blog of red worms and Euros, and they're active. So if you want to increase the population in your worm bin, you want to increase the size of your worms, you want to increase egg capsule output, I have found that my worm feed does that, all while making some really nice rich black worm castings. So look for it on eBay, Mike's Mighty Worm Chow, and you can see that it does work. So stay tuned. We're in the greenhouse here. It's about mid 80s in here, and we're just approaching fall in Wisconsin. So here's another worm bin I got, and I had this full as well. It's just an old wash tub, and again, if you look at, look at some of the size on these things. Okay, nice bait size panfish worm, and I raise these for that too. But just look at the population. These things are exploding. And someone might go, why in the world are you putting your worms in the greenhouse? The reason for that is I'm trying to get as much production out of my worm bins as I can before I have to bring them inside in a couple months for winter, where I continue to do that in my basement, and I feed them all year and fatten them up so I can cup them and sell them for bait. But right now, this is all they're reproducing. You can see that this stuff works because there's so many little worms in here, and nice size ones too. So they're reproducing, they're going through, and they're eating this stuff. And again, it's a healthy worm bin. It's a sign of a healthy worm bin. So I did a lot of experimenting with my own worm feeding ideas, and this stuff really seems to work. The worms like it. They go through it. I feed it to them twice a week, and they go through it in about a day. So I'm getting to a point where I need to have more bedding and food for these guys to eat, because the population is exploding so fast. So stay tuned for more videos on YouTube. Mike Dernberger. I am Uncle Mike Outdoors. Thanks for watching, and happy worm farming all.